Now, Sidhu Moose Wala's murder has put the spotlight on gangs of Punjab. In fact, Moose Wala's family and friends have confirmed that the singer was getting death threats by gangsters. And at the center of this gang war here is Lawrence Bishnoi, currently lodged in Delhi's Tihar jail. He's a prime suspect in Moose Wala's murder, but he's not the only one. We're going to decode to you the kind of gang rivalry that prevails that eventually may have taken Moose Wala's life.
Your first reactions on the killing of your close friend, Sidhu Moose Wala, Mika?
I'm feeling very sad and bad because it is like किसी animal को मारते हैं आपने, किसी जानवर को मारे या राह चलते हैं जो हम 30 साल पहले, 30 years back we used to hear these kind of news कि ऐसे gangster होते हैं, ऐसे कर देते हैं. And this is 2022. This is what happening. I'm surprised. कोई एक्शन नहीं लिया, कोई डर नहीं रहा. Nobody scared. They can kill anyone. अगर सेलिब्रिटी को मार सकते हैं तो आम इंसान को कितनी प्रॉब्लम होती होगी. एक सेलिब्रिटी की तो न्यूज भी आ जाती है, लेकिन आम जनता की तो न्यूज भी नहीं आ रही होगी जो रोज ऐसे कोई भी किसी ने वेपन उठाया और किसी को गोली मार दी.
Mika, do you think this killing of Sidhu Moose Wala throws up questions about law and order in Punjab? What's your view on that? Because there's been a lot of politics over the last 24 hours. What is your view on that?
नहीं, देखिए अभी क्या है, अब क्या पॉलिटिक्स है, क्या पॉलिटिशियन का अपना है, मैं उनके बारे में नहीं बोलना चाहूँगा. बिकॉज बहुत सारे लोग बोलते हैं जी 3 साल अभी जस्ट 4 दिन पहले ही उन्होंने सिक्योरिटी हटाई उनकी. अगर सिक्योरिटी हटाई तो व्हाई दे टारगेट सिद्धू मूसे वाला? किसी और की डेथ क्यों नहीं हुई? सिंगर की ही डेथ क्यों हुई? कि ठीक है यार एक सेलिब्रिटी को मारेंगे ताकि हम आपस में क्या पॉलिटिक्स है, क्या चल रहा है वो हमें तो पता नहीं चलेगा. बट सबको पता है कि ऐसे लोग गैंगस्टर हैं जो पैसा मांगते हैं, हर हफ्ते उनको पैसा जाता है, सिंगर्स बेचारे डर के दे रहे हैं. ऐसे बहुत बड़ी आम बात होगी पंजाब में. बट इसलिए हो रही क्योंकि वो गैंगस्टर जाते हैं और बाहर आ जाते हैं. जब बाहर आते हैं वो फिर अपना कांड करके फिर अंदर चल जाते हैं. ऐसे लोगों को आप कड़ी से कड़ी सख्त से सख्त सजा क्यों नहीं देते आप उसको?
Now, Sidhu Moose Wala's murder has put the spotlight on the gangs of Punjab. Moose Wala's family and friends have confirmed that the singer was receiving death threats. At the center of this gang war here is Lawrence Bishnoi, currently lodged in Tihar jail. He's the prime suspect here in Moose Wala's murder, but he's not the only one. We decode to you the gang rivalry that killed Moose Wala. But before that, Shreya, who's been tracking all those developments right there, she, of course, looking at the kind of overwhelming crowds. Shreya, take us what's behind you. We know that people have landed up in large numbers to take one final look of Sidhu Moose Wala as the cremation process just about begins. What time is the cremation? Give us some details.
Well, Nabila, the tentative time was told 12. So I believe that any time from now, the cremation might take place. We had to just come a little away from the road, because it's extremely jam-packed. There have been an outpouring number of people that have come to Sidhu Moose Wala's residence. And these are people, Nabila, not just from the villages here and there. They've travelled across from different parts of Punjab like Ludhiana, Chandigarh. Some have also come from as far as Delhi. And they've camped here since late night yesterday, and they want to see Moose Wala. So, there's also an anger over there because they're not being able to get a glimpse of their favourite singer as he goes for his last rites. And they also, spoke against the Punjab police. They sloganeered against the Punjab police. So emotions running high right now outside Sidhu Moose Wala's residence. It's a little chaotic because there are too many people who've joined there. There's ample Punjab police that's been deployed, and any moment from now, Nabila, we might just see the cremation taking place. One more thing to just mention to our viewers: initially, it was decided that Moose Wala will be cremated at the local, the village cremation ground, but then it was their family members' decision to cremate Moose Wala within the premises that they have. They have a portion of a land which is nearby to their house. They want to cremate Moose Wala there. Probably they want to turn it later into a memorable site, or they might construct something. So that's the reason they're cremating Moose Wala at their own ground. Over to you, Nabila.
Right. Shreya, we know that many of his fans who've shown up there and congregated at his village, they have several questions as to why his security was downgraded. We haven't heard justified explanation from the Punjab government as yet. The Aam Aadmi Party has so far received much criticism for stripping down security of multiple people, including Sidhu Moose Wala. So did they never take the information of threats that he received seriously at all? What was the reason for the security downgrade? Has there been given an explanation by the Punjab government so far?
Well, so far, Nabila, you know, the Punjab police and the Punjab government, they're extremely tight-lipped, about the investigation. They're also tight-lipped about the allegations that have been leveled against the Punjab police about downgrading the security and the assessment that was done prior to that. Because one thing is clear, you know, whatever statement comes from the Punjab police, definitely there was an error in judging the threat that Moose Wala had, and that is something that they saw within just 24 hours of downgrading his security. But they are extremely tight-lipped, probably because of the sensationality of the case. They are right now not mentioning much, but probably after the cremation is done, we could see a word from the...
All right, we're going to try and patch Shreya on that, but here you see visuals where you have the bereaved mother of Sidhu Moose Wala, very upset, taking a last peek at her son. It's really heartbreaking to see a sea of fans who've turned up at Sidhu Moose Wala's last ride. Here, the mother there taking one peep at Sidhu Moose Wala. She's so upset. She's been constantly blaming the Punjab government for downgrading his security, blaming the officials for not taking that death threats that he's received seriously enough. Shreya joining us for more on that. Shreya, we really see a sea of his fans, supporters. You know, Sidhu Moose Wala, he didn't really speak extensively of his political ideology, but when he did join the Congress party, he did not make the kind of noise one expected him to make. It was done very subtly. He joined the Congress party. He was also fielded as one of the candidates in Punjab for the Congress. So take us through his vision when it came to politics. We know with his music, he was all about the gangster culture. You know, openly through his lyrics, he spoke about the kind of fearless attitude, the underground world, gun culture, and he was widely followed among the youth. But when it came to real life issues, political issues, or an ideology as such, what was Sidhu Moose Wala's vision? As we'd like to know, if you could tell us what exactly do you think he intended to do in the long run?
Well, one thing, Nabila, for sure, that he wanted to do a lot of things for the youth, because if we go through the posts, the social media messages that are there on Sidhu Moose Wala's Facebook account as well, after he joined Congress, it speaks of the fact that he was very serious with the fact that he wanted to be participating in public life and, I mean, involved in politics, especially working for the youth. And, you know, you very rightly mentioned that it was a very subtle joining that took place when he actually joined Congress. But you know, since morning, because I'm there outside Moose Wala's residence, one thing that's that's gleaming somewhere down the line is the Congress flag. You know, there's a flag that's there just attached to his house. That's also a fact that he was probably very serious about his political life as well. So very little available because he just joined a year back, and probably he would have wanted to do much more. He definitely didn't win the elections, but he did hope to work for the youth, is what we do know about Sidhu Moose Wala so far as his political life is concerned.
All right, stay with us, Shreya. Thank you very much for those updates, though, as we continue to track these developments. Some big breaking news coming in on that.